What's going down, guys? We're back.
His son Rodrigo.
We're back with another roll-on with Nick. But actually this time we probably won't be rolling up. We're headed to, if you guys didn't notice, I'm in definite need of a haircut. So we're headed to one of my good friends that I thought it'd be dope to sit down with him and get a haircut and then chop it up with this fool and talk some game and see how, you know, he really did his thing on social media. And pretty much, if you've ever seen any haircutting video out there on TikTok, Instagram, more than likely you've seen his content. He's consistent. His work has translated into everything that he's building right now. I'll just get more into that with him later. So yeah, we're on our way out. Like, in my mind keep running. Conversations with myself, I wonder who been frontin'. But the money keep coming. Gotta build this wealth for my health and keep dugging. In my mind keep running. Conversations with myself, I wonder who been frontin'. But the money keep coming. Gotta build this wealth for my health and keep dugging. For my health, I build this wealth, man, I gotta keep dugging. Conversations in my head, I tell myself it's nothing. Now tell me who frontin'. Turn nothing into something, now tell me who they love. You guys can tell me I need a haircut.
So what do you want? What are you looking for?
A 4 on the side, scooped out low.
All right.
And then I want a low taper in the front, and then a mid taper in the back to the blowout. I want to keep this pretty long, but I want to cut about an inch off.
You want the front longer?
The front a little longer, yeah.
So take an inch from the front as well,
Yeah.
or just leave the front length and cut an inch from everything else?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that?
You can cut the front length a little bit, and then trim it back.
Okay. And you want a lot of width, like length back here?
Yeah, pretty heavy.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
Alright, cool.
And just a low taper, but like middle of your, or
low taper with the hooks.
low taper with hooks?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Bet. Say less. Say less.
You know why I asked you to cut my hair?
Huh?
Because I wanted to sit down one-on-one, because I know we work together, but we don't really get the time to talk, and I never really got to say like that. I don't know how to say it. I guess you did something that I didn't think was possible, like the whole social media.
Oh yeah.
I kind of got to see it play out in front of me, so like I was like admired that about you.
I appreciate that.
And yeah, I just want to sit down and chop it up with you.
Yeah,
I wanted to know like what made you want to start?
with social media.
Yeah, cutting hair.
Cutting hair?
Yeah,
Cutting hair was kind of random, honestly.
because I know you went to school.
Yeah, I was in college. I was in my pretty much my senior year. Well, I was like, timing gets a little confusing because it goes by so fast.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to say it was like my junior year, end of junior year, going into senior year. One of my boys was like, "Hey, you want to cut me?" Or I don't know. I think I cut one of my boys for fun. He had like a man bun, hella easy, you know, like a one all the way up to the dome.
Yeah,
Man bun long on top. I did that, and then I ended up getting one of my other friends, you know, just kind of messing around, just doing it because I used to always watch a bunch of YouTube videos on how to like do beards and things like that. So I kind of like learned the whole process of how to cut hair. And then after that, it kind of just grew on me. I was like, damn, I kind of like this. Like, it's fun cutting people up. They look forward to it. You know, it's just like kind of fun, you know, kind of.
but you had like I mean, you graduated from school and everything, right?
Yeah, I finished. So once I figured this out, I was like, let me just finish school real quick, and then I'm gonna make a decision after that. And that's when I decided after school that I'm gonna go do my barbering. But it was kind of just random, honestly. I just kind of grew into it. But my parents both cut hair, so I was always around it somewhat. So it wasn't like hella random, but like I never thought like, hey, I'm gonna be a barber one day.
Yeah.
Like it just kind of came about it. But honestly, it was probably one of the best decisions I made.
And looking back at school, was it worth it?
Yes and no. Yes, because I was already in there, so like it was fine. But if it's someone that doesn't know what they want to do and they didn't go to school yet and they don't want to know if they want to pay all that money and all that, I'll say, then no, it wouldn't have been worth it. But since I was already going to school and stuff, it was because you learn discipline, you learn how to like get things done, have a timeline for stuff, and it kind of keeps you from kind of procrastinating, I guess.
Yeah, I believe that's the base root of school.
That's mainly what school teaches you, I feel like. And also you learn some things from like the classes and things like that, but it's mainly just stuff like that. You really learn on how to build a schedule.
And what did you go to school for?
I did business with a concentration in accounting. So it helped me with this too, because
that's what I'm gonna say.
My taxes and things like that.
So you do your own?
I don't do my own, but at least I know what to look for, and I could even make suggestions to my accountant, like with things,
And the social media, how'd that get started?
Social media, I just knew. Well, my first year when I started cutting, I just wanted to get really good at cutting hair.
Yeah.
Just so I could, build a clientele and do all that. Then once I kind of got pretty decent, I knew if I wanted to get out there, social media was the wave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I wanted to reach someone to see my work and see how good I was in Florida, they can't come to Turlock and see me in a small little town. If I really want to stick out from the small little town, I had to make a presence on social media. And that's when I ran into Deluxe's course.
Yeah.
And I don't know, when I first kind of started, I mean, as you get older, you get more skeptical, right? You start to think like, oh, this guy's just scamming me, or this guy's what's called. But I don't know, I didn't really have that feeling when I first got with him. I just kind of went for it. I don't know if he was doing something. I think he actually was doing like 30% off or something like that. I was like, fuck it, dude, it's 30% off. Might as well see it, what I have to lose. And I was making, some good money compared to, what I was doing before. I used to work at Applebee's, so minimum wage, tips.
Yeah.
Not making that much money. So once I started barbering, I was like, what? I'll spend that $200 to maybe it'll better my career. And then ever since I learned from him, after that was just putting the work in, I guess.
And what's the one thing you can say that you feel like got you there? To where you're at now?
Discipline.
Yeah.
Discipline and consistency. That's all it is. It's not really like there's little other things that could go into it, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, dude, everyone's pretty much the same. And we're all dealt the same thing for the most part. Not like with life, but like we all have our phones, we all have a profession. You could turn it into something on social media,
Yeah.
We all have access to the internet, we all have access to our phones. It's not that difficult just putting the work in, I guess.
Yeah, because I feel like for you it didn't translate. It translated into work more than like I guess you could say clout or fame.
When it came to social media, you're saying?
Yeah. 'Cause I feel like it translated really well for you.
Oh, for me, yeah. Well, I didn't do it for the clout, or I didn't do it for
I know that, but
like I was like, because I feel like if you're going with, I'm just saying, like if you're going with that mentality, like some people are like, man, I'm trying to get, like always when people are like, how do I blow up on Instagram?
Yeah.
I feel like you already have the wrong mentality.
That's my gist. That's my gist, is that I feel like everybody's doing it for the wrong reasons. Yeah, the views. Because there was days where you didn't get views.
No, hell no. There was days where I fucking posted videos for a month straight, just getting under 500 views, 800 views. Maybe one popped off, got like 2,000 views, but it wasn't what I thought.
How did you feel when those moments happened?
I just knew if I just kept going, it'll eventually work. I was like, man, okay, that video didn't work.
You ever feel like giving up?
Not really, to be honest. I don't know. It might sound like I'm, what's it called? But like in the beginning, because I was like, what do I have to lose? You know what I mean? I'm cutting hair. I do this every day, regardless if the social media pops up or not. Like cutting hair is my main vehicle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The social media stuff is just extra. If it pops up, it pops up. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah.
So I just kept doing it. And then one time when it finally did pop off, like one video did, it made me realize, okay, my videos I was doing, they were good videos, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't, like, there was nothing wrong with the content I was creating. It just, I wasn't in the algorithm yet. You know what I mean? Nothing was, that's the only reason why. Because then I posted that exact same video that got 300 views. And guess what? That was my first video that got 100,000 views. So obviously the content wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It was just, I wasn't in the algorithm. I wasn't consistent of So that's
I
all.
feel like too many times a lot of people are worried about the quality of the content and rather than just shooting the shot. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I learned. I was like, man, it's like what I was doing because I was like, if you look at my videos, they're nothing really crazy. They're just like ASMR type videos, quick cuts, and just different angles. You know what I mean? They're not. It's not like I'm putting like hella text on there or doing some crazy ass haircut or some crazy ass edits. It's honestly very, very simple.
Yeah.
But it worked. You know what I mean?
And that I feel like that's the best formula you can have.
Yeah, because then you don't gotta. A lot of people spend time with like the
crazy edits and doing
putting
everything.
the music, trying to match the music to it, which is cool. Like I'm not knocking it.
Yeah,
it just takes more work. But honestly, it's just kind of having a plan and then just going with it. I knew I wanted to do something within hair that would get me out there, and then you just kind of take opportunities that present themselves. Don't say no, say yes, and just keep going with it.
And what about now? Do you see yourself cutting hair?
I always say like I do want to cut hair because I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to be cutting how I do cut now.
Yeah.
You know, putting in 10 hours a day, 8 hours a day. Like I'm still young. I'm only 28.
Yeah.
My body can handle it, but by the time I'm like 35, 36, I don't plan on cutting that much.
Yeah.
I don't want to be really cutting that much.
How old are you?
28. Turning 29.
You're young still.
I'm still there, but I just knew if I put in the work now and sacrifice, it'll, hopefully work out later on.
And so now you're doing what? Beard pencils, razors.
Yeah, I got my whole beard line. Beard line. Beard line. I got some hair products too.
Nice.
But it's mainly the beard products that are like, because obviously it goes with what I do. And that was another thing too, kind of picking up a niche.
Did you know that you wanted to go that route
with beards?
Yeah.
Yeah, just because I knew like I had a beard, and that's kind of what got me involved. That's why I went with Jjaybeardedbarber because I was like, okay, yeah, everyone's barbers, but let me show them I have like a specialty in something.
Yeah.
And plus, what I heard from like just clients, because we get so many people coming in and out of our chair that you could kind of get a sense of
your identity.
Yeah, my identity and just kind of what people are thinking, what they have.
Yeah.
So people would always just complain about beards, like, oh, someone always fucks up my beard, or they cut it too short when I just want this. And I was like, well, I know how to do beards, and I know, okay, if someone says just give me a shape up, I know don't take a number 2 and just shave their beard off. So that kind of helped me build a clientele.
I definitely feel like the way you found the beard niche was like a perfect lane. Like you already had a beard, you were cutting hair, it works. A lot of people, you're right, a lot of people come in with that same issue.
And I guess it just all worked out too. I mean, it's all like kind of timing because before nobody had beards were looked down upon.
Yeah.
But now they kind of,
Now if you don't have one, yeah.
Yep. You just look at people on the news. You look at people like sports anchors. They all grow out beards now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I'm sure there'll be a time where it kind of slows down and people won't really want beards, or maybe not. Maybe it'll just stay forever.
Yeah, I don't know. I know the long hair came back.
Definitely, which I like.
Yeah, it's cool.
I can't do it, but
as you cutting my hair. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but
no, I mean like I can't do it like with my hair.
Oh yeah.
I wish I could do that like slick with the tapers and stuff, but my shit don't grow like that no more. But that shit's fire with the little baby tapers and what's it called?
Yeah.
Imagine I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to cut that.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing right now.
I'm just talking. It's all a joke. I'm actually not a barber. See how the live's doing.
Oh yeah, huh? I forgot about the live.
I'm not sure if I'm recharging. They're sending stuff, but I don't know what it means, so.
As long as they're still sending it.
That's what I need to do. TikTok live. I think I'm busy with hella shit.
It's easy because if you're busy, you just put it on,
Just forget about it.
Yeah. And so eventually, what do you want to do?
Well, my main goal is just to really just be able to provide for like my family and my kind of give back to my parents. I've always wanted to give back to my parents, even though they don't want anything back from me.
Yeah.
I just feel like I need to.
Yeah.
Just because everything that they've done for us, like coming out here and giving us this opportunity and all that. So I don't know. It's just pretty much retire my parents. You know, like everybody's real goal. You know,
Yeah.
they always want to retire their parents because they always given us so much. But after that, like if I hit that goal, because I don't think that'll be like a lifetime goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It shouldn't take me until I'm older until I hopefully I could hit it in the next 5-10 years. But after that, just honestly, just give back. I feel like that's always what it is just give back to people, especially the ones that need it more and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like when you acquire anything, it's if you have no one to share it with, it's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
And I feel like, and that could be any amount of success with anything.
Yeah.
Honestly, anything.
I mean, it's always nice to have someone. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes after that. I mean, if it's going with if you're talking about like within the industry,
yeah, that's,
you know, maybe pretty much just teach the next generation. You know, kind of like you know Bozzy, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like what he's done. You know, he always said like one of his goals is to open up his own school.
Is that something you'd be interested in?
I mean, I don't know if it would be like a school.
Do you like teaching?
I do, but I don't too. You know what I mean? It's like because it's a lot. You know, you literally teach someone from square one, and you got to have a lot of patience. And I do have patience, but I don't know if I would see myself doing that for a long time. Because I feel like once you start doing that, that's like there's no stopping. Because there's always new students. There's always new. You know what I mean? It's not like it's an end goal.
Yeah,
it's just gonna be running.
But sometimes fade after fade will get old.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if I will, like eventually if I had my own shop or even if I had my own like personal suite, just do like kind of like the 101s and things like that, and that would be good enough because then I can control that, you know.
Yeah.
When you have a school, you got to keep going. You got to regulations and all this. You got to do all the rules and follow all that. So that might get a little too much. So we'll see. But that's always been kind of. I just always want to just help the next generation because I learned a lot of how behind kind of barbers are, to be honest. Just the way they think with like finances and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, I see a lot of kids jumping, and by all means it's great, but I think a lot of people don't understand like when you're your own boss, a lot of things play out as far as like having to maintain a lifestyle, you know?
Yeah.
Especially when your income can be it matters on seasons, you know?
Yeah.
Especially like we're a lot busier during holidays, you know, there's different, I mean, you can cut hair forever, but people always have slow days.
Yeah, 100%.
And there's slow
seasons. You see it now right now in the shop.
Yeah. So it's like I think a lot of kids jump and then they don't think about that. Because I always tell people being in this thing, you have to learn how to manage your money.
100%.
Like it's all about money management. Like, yeah, we'll make a decent living, but if you don't know how to manage your money,
you could be fucking broke real quick.
Yeah, you're broke real quick. And if not, you're right here cutting hair all the time.
Yeah.
So I think it's great that social media has been a lot of these barbers are, I guess it's a trend or a fad for a lot of kids now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also, it's not the easiest thing to jump into.
No. Especially if you're jumping in at a bad time too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, it comes down to the person. Because like you said, with like managing your money.
Yeah, it comes down to the person. It comes down to the...
Because all these people that work at like Apple or like, you know, companies like that, like they still pull money out of their, like for the stocks and all that or insurance. Like it still comes out of their paycheck.
Yeah.
It's just they don't see it. So they think like, but the company's just responsible for that.
Yeah.
So, and but you're getting paid what, $25 an hour, $24 an hour, or $30 an hour. But you go cut hair, make a little bit more. And if you take that responsibility, you can make more money, and you're a boss.
Yeah.
And you know if you know how to manage your money.
And that's the thing.
Because you can go buy Apple stock if you want. Yeah, you might not get at the best prices because they give it to you at discounts.
Yeah.
But you know, in the long term, it's all going to be the same shit.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think that's a big factor because people, you don't ever see your taxes get taken out from when we get paid.
No. You got that nice hair though, huh? Fuck.
It's cool. It's getting
It's
thin.
not like super thick, but it's hella full though.
Well, yeah, because it's getting thinner.
Huh?
It's getting thinner.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't tell.
That's what I get for making fun of you.
It always comes back around. What about you? What are your next steps or next goals? Kind of like podcasting or?
I want to continue the podcasting. I want to continue. The only really people I want to sit down with during the podcast, the whole reason I had to sit down with you is because I really feel like we in society we don't honor the people who really stick it out. You know, we just honor the people who are hot right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's basically what I want to do with the podcast. I want to be able to sit down with individuals who, and it doesn't have to be any crazy amount of like, because you have a big following, that doesn't mean, you know. I know a lot of business owners and stuff around here that, you know, have done profound things, but no one really talks about them and stuff or their grind and their journey, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, I remember there was a time where I remember when you came in, you know? I remember when you were making the videos and we were all fucking like, damn, you're wasting your time, fool. You're fucking wasting your time, bro.
Yeah.
Talking shit to you, but yeah, you endured it the whole time, you know? You went through it, and I don't think we're in a time where people just see the success.
Yeah.
They don't really see those times. So it's like for me to see that whole thing play out in front of me was kind of an eye opener and kind of like, damn, Nick, you know, this isn't something that like only certain individuals get.
Yeah.
You know, because I think for most of our life we're used to saying like, okay, well, this is the cards I was dealt. I can't really do much with it.
Yeah.
But I feel like social media has opened that door for anyone.
Anybody, yeah.
Anybody. You just have to have the tenacity, the discipline, and the endurance to keep going. Because I know there's plenty of times where you get comments on your shit and stuff that, and you're like, I'm sure, I mean, it happens to me now, and I'm in the beginning, you know, and I'm like, damn, should I reply, you know, and I'm like, bro, I can't get the best of you if you can't handle criticism.
Yeah. But you should always reply because it helps with engagement.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
All engagement is good engagement. Like saying how they say all publicity is good publicity. Same shit.
Nice.
But like, don't take it to heart, you know?
Yeah.
Because people are always gonna talk shit, but at the end of the day, bro, you're on a screen talking shit. So how much is it gonna affect my day?
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna have those days where you're a little, you know,
it's gonna
like aggravated.
Yeah.
So you might feel a little type of way, but at the end of the day, I would just laugh at it and just kind of try replying back sarcastic or let them kind of make them feel dumb too. You know, like, hey, bro, we're just, you know, I would always just say it like a sarcastic way back.
But yeah, that's where I want to go with the podcast. I'm gonna continue. I have a bunch of music that I'm gonna put out. I still have. What was that?
That's how's music going?
It's going good. I was waiting on a lot of people, bro, and I've learned with like anything that you want your own, you have to learn how to do everything
on your own. Yeah.
On your own. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not right to pay someone to help you film or do anything like that when needed.
Yeah.
But if you can handle most of the load, you're better off doing that because you're gonna 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be waiting on someone else to finish the work for your dream to get done.
100%.
So right now I've been sitting with music that I've had for like 3 or 4 years, and I'm like, damn, waiting on someone to master it. I get it back, it's not good. They have 9 to 5, so it's not always consistent with the schedule, you know.
Yeah, it's not their priority.
It's not their priority, you know. And so right now I'm in the middle of learning how to mix and master. And
that's tough though, huh?
Yeah, it's tough because you have to have an ear for it, and like you have to. The studio speakers don't always translate to car speakers or headphone speakers.
Yeah.
So it's a constant revision, constant going back and forth. So
yeah, that's tough. So what's the most like clearest way to like? What are you supposed to listen on? Headphones? Like say for like, you know, the music that's gonna go.
I like listen. Me personally. Oh, if you want to hear the clearest of anything, you'll go vinyl.
Vinyl?
Vinyl, yeah.
What's vinyl?
Vinyl records.
Oh.
Yeah, like vinyl fucking records and record players and shit like that.
I see.
CDs are pretty crisp.
I don't know. CDs?
Yeah, but ain't nobody have a CD no more.
No.
But headphones are cool. But everything has a different frequency mix.
Yeah. That's what I've noticed with my YouTube videos.
Yeah.
I got a new mic.
Yo.
And I haven't messed with the settings. I didn't know I needed to, but I guess people are hearing it out of like one ear, not the other ear. Especially the ones I listen to like on.
You're probably tracking on fucking stereo instead of mono.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I just gotta change the setting. But I didn't know that until someone was listening on headphones. They're like, "Bro, I can only hear out of one ear." I'm like, "Fuck, I didn't know."
But yeah, so that's where I'm at with the music. I got new designs on merch and clothing coming out.
Nice.
And just trying to stay consistent with social media.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I always get on a good run.
Yeah.
And then I stop. And then I always get on a good run, and then I stop.
Normal, though.
It
as long
is
as
normal.
you keep, progressing.
But yeah, that's the thing is the progression, you know?
I always tell people, I look at it like stocks. Well, a good stock, you know what I mean? A good stock, if you zoom out, right? Like there's dips and along the way, but if you zoom out and you look at the whole chart, it's up way past where it was at. But there was dips and things throughout the way. But as long as it keeps going up, the trend is going up, then you're good.
So how do you maintain your schedule with content?
What do you mean exactly?
Like how do you manage it? You always have something ready to go?
For content,
do you recycle?
Well, recently it's been tough just because I haven't really been in the... Like I post, but I don't post how I used to. Like before I would not go a day without missing, you know?
Yeah.
I was strict on it.
Yeah.
Now I'm more like, if I could just average, I'd say 7 days out of the week.
Yeah.
If I could at least post 3 to 4 videos, and I'm good.
Yeah.
I try to get the video edited and stuff the day before, get uploaded, and just put it as a draft, and then just be ready to just post once it becomes 6 o'clock, and then just do that. That's what I try doing.
Why do you pick that time?
I just feel like it's worked out the best for me.
Yeah.
After all the trial and errors, it's either 10 a.m. I feel like, or 10 a.m. or like 6 o'clock, because it's like before, like while people have already been at work and they kind of like on a break or something maybe, and they start post or watching, and then 6 o'clock, everyone's off work and stuff, and they go on TikTok or Instagram and all that, start checking again, and it just worked out best for me. Some people, it all just depends, Yeah. So that's what worked best for mine. Either 10 or 6.
You thinking about opening your own shop one day?
Maybe one day, like later on. But that would be like my last. I don't want to open up a shop because I want it to be a money maker or something. I want it to be where I could go in there and literally, pop in there for a couple hours out of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Help, the barbers I have in there, make sure that, they're on the right page and all that. And then that's about it. I don't want to be in there cutting. I don't want to be in there really, unless I'm cutting another few people. But kind of like the amount of time Nardine was in here, even though he was like here like a lot.
Yeah.
Like, most of the days, like he would be here 4 hours because he'd be able to bust all his haircuts out.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the day he had to himself. I just want, if I was to open up a bar shop, I want it to be like more of like a, just creating like the next generation of barbers. A lot of barbers, they get all this money, they start doing all this stuff, and then they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, straight up, huh?
They just spend it. They don't know what taxes are sometimes,
I don't understand why they don't teach that in barber school.
That should be, honestly, that should be one of the top subjects.
Yeah.
That's actually a very good point, huh?
Yeah, I think becoming financial literate is the most important thing in life.
To become financial literate, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, look at all these billionaires.
And it's not to become rich, it's just to be able to understand your lifestyle and your means.
Mm-hmm. You just realize that, I don't know, everything that, as a kid, is kind of, not everything, but like kind of what they talked about, like America and like all this stuff is all kind of like a false reality in a way.
Yeah, it's a game.
I don't know if it's just because like our generation, because it got so oversaturated. Maybe that's why, you know. But like, go get a job, like go to school, get a job, work a 9 to 5. Like, I don't know. That used to be like the the fucking gold mine, and that, like since so many people didn't kind of got over it, or if it just always was a lie. You know what I mean?
I think that it wasn't. Again, I believe that social media opened a whole new
Part of it.
And the internet period. When the internet boomed back in the day, they were like, fuck, there's people making money from their home now.
Yeah.
So it's like, now you have social media where people become successful without the means of having to go to a 9 to 5 or go to school or do anything like that. And sometimes not even have a niche or a craft, just because they're that person, just because they're likable, I guess.
Yeah, 100%.
So now the whole idea of like going to work and all, because don't get me wrong, bro. I was talking to my homie the other day, and I was like, he's like not worried about what's going on in the world outside of what his little world, like politically, economically, nothing matters but what he's got going on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I understand that, bro. Like, at some point, you gotta just live and like it's your own little world. But at the same time, when you're an entrepreneur or you're self-employed, a lot of the things that go on in the world affect your fucking pay.
Yeah.
For anything, bro. If the economy goes bad, there ain't people coming in and get haircuts weekly, like or
people get laid off their jobs.
People get laid off their jobs, or we're in war. Things are more expensive for us. I think people don't really realize that as being an entrepreneur, that you have to take into account everything that's going on in the world.
Yeah, and you got to care for it a little bit too, because at the end of the day, it's our country.
Oh yeah, that too. But some people, if you have a 9 to 5, some people are like, fuck, I go to work, I get my check, I get it, and I come home and I spend. It goes in my account. I spend it. I go back. I get my money.
Rinse and repeat. Yeah.
Rinse and repeat.
Eventually, they wake up and be like, "Fuck, damn."
Yeah.
I feel like once age catches up to you.
Yeah.
I know they say that, right?
Yeah.
People realize they have like 2 lives once they realize they have their.
Damn, I never really thought about that.
Or something like that. I forgot what it was, but something like that. I don't know if it was a man realizes he has 1 life or 2 lives after he realizes. I don't know. I forgot what it was. Oh my fuck. It's true.
I make a game with you, I don't know if I can do a taper that good. Man.
Yeah.
Why so low though? That's such a low taper.
It's a low taper.
That's what you wanted?
Yeah.
Low? That's clean, but super low. But it's going with the flow, how it's
cool.
It's a lot of clip over coat you got going on.
Alright, bro. We'll see.
Later, dude. Have a good one.
You know what sounds good? A beer and a fucking burger that come over.
Woo! Do you still film YouTube content?
I try to. I've been slacking lately. I do the shorts, but I haven't done like a long and fuck, I don't know how long. But it fucked me up doing the Amazon. Amazon was such a bitch.
Why?
Because there were so many loopholes, dude. It was crazy.
No way.
Like, you post a picture, like just an example, right? I wanted this picture to be my main picture, right? And then, you can't post this picture because there's text in there that, goes against our guidelines. Or, just things like that. They're just so like, which I know because they're a big company, so they're very strict with things. And they have but dude, that put me so behind because I had to hop on the phone call, figure out why it's glitching or why it won't let me do this. And then by the time I got on the phone call with them and finally got to someone, they sat there, okay, we're going to have to fix it. All right, they fixed it. All right, it's going to take 24 hours to, show up on your end. So you wait 24 hours. Fuck, shit, it still didn't work. Got to call them again. You know what I mean? It was that whole process for I don't know how long.
No,
cool, like 2-3 months. And I was like just so drained because I would be on the phone for a couple hours that like it just threw me off my game. So I didn't care to go edit a video. I didn't care to go do that because I waste all my time doing that.
Yeah.
And then when I finally got it all done, it's been 3 months. Fuck. I haven't posted a video in 3 months. So And then I feel like ever since then, I was never able to really get back on that pace.
Get back in your grind.
Mm-mm.
And what do you film with? Just usually your phone, huh?
Yeah, I have my what's it called? So yeah, I haven't used it in so long. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, the camera. Oh,
I have
you
a Canon.
Nice.
I bought it from what's his name, Migs.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, gave me a good deal on it, so I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have the content. I have like 3 or 4 videos I could edit right now and post.
Oh, no way.
I just haven't edited it.
So you film them even regardless of just whenever you have the opportunity?
I used to have some kid that would edit them for me, but then he went to school.
Uh-huh.
One of my clients, he went to school, got busy with that, and then got a job. So then the what's kind of like a side thing for him, the videoing and all that.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, let me record the videos here and make the content. I was like, then you could just edit it. So we were doing that for a little bit, and then he got hella busy. But now he might get back into it, so I might have him start doing it again. Because that helped me out a lot.
Yeah.
Because editing takes long, you know?
Yeah.
It takes me 4 or 5 hours just to edit a video. If I could pay this guy, you know, whatever, $50, $60, you know?
Yeah.
And he edits the whole video. And all I gotta do is post it. That shit was way better.
Hella easy, huh?
Yeah, because for one of the courses I took, this guy said sometimes it's not about how I could do it, it's about who could do it. Yeah. And I was like, damn, that's hella fucking true. Like if you know, whatever, I do a haircut an hour for $60, right? So technically I value my time at $60 an hour, right?
Yeah.
But it takes me 4 hours to edit that video. So technically I'm losing what, $2,400 technically? And those,
240, yeah.
Yeah, 200, what'd I say? 2,400?
2,400.
Jeez!
Yeah.